Peace, 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 peace. Uh, this is part 4 of interracial couples and the journey that we went on. The journey we went from uh, thousands of years ago. There was interracial couples. I named names: Cleopatra, Mark Antony, Julius Caesar. Um, you have to understand. This is nothing new. I just gave you a few names. Okay. World War I, World War II, when you had America that was in Germany. But before we go into that, let's pay all due respects to the Creator. The sun rises. Assalamu alaikum. Amun. Peace, 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 peace to the brothers and the sisters and the gods and the goddesses and the queens and the kings. Throughout this morning message series, I basically I really hope that some of you understand what I was doing, and what I am doing rather is putting a message out about interracial couples that was out through the centuries and give you different ideas how it came about, and some was good, some was bad, some was political, you understand, and some that you can't stop love. But what type of love are we talking about? So throughout the series, and this is part 4, I needed to put this out because I'm so sick and tired of, we look at interracial couples and you have different groups. Like you have, when I say groups, I mean, okay, you got the pro-black whites, you have pro-blacks, everything's about black, nothing else, nothing matter. I'm not touching anybody else but my own people that's black. Then you got the all-white groups. I ain't touching no black person, no other race. I'm not touching. But you want to know how ignorant and bigot that is? We all come from the Creator. When you truly understand your factors, we all come from the Creator. The Creator have made us in His image. What image was that? Because you can't tell me where you see in the Bible let me put it this way. I got to be careful because there's certain parts in the Bible that does tell you who you ain't supposed to mess with. So, it's a tricky type of situation. Because in the beginning of the Bible in Genesis, you don't find the word black and white people. I'm going to put it in that type. Remember I told you in all the other parts that I'm jumping around, so you got to follow me. And you need to do your research. If you got to get your Bible, get your Bible. There in the Genesis, it does not tell you black or white people. Do it? It says, in the beginning, God created the earth. And then you scroll down a couple of scriptures, it tells you God made man and woman in His image. He made them. Them, T-H-E-M, means more than one. And He made them in their image. So, as you scroll down through the scriptures, He'll tell you what kind of birds. He said flying creatures. It doesn't say what type of four-legged animal. He said the beast of the land. It doesn't say there was lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. It doesn't say that. It doesn't tell you there's an eagle, there's a hawk, a mockingbird. It says flying creatures. Where's these specific details in Genesis that tell you the first man and woman or them? It don't even tell you the region where you're at of Garden of Eden. We as scientific fact believe is in Africa. Dealing with the rivers, crossing its dimensions, where do God states? Black and white, Asian people. These names was put upon the human race to identify. There was other people who did this. Let's leapfrog now. I already told you, identify, leapfrog. Here in modern times, you have millions of interracial couples who are together. But remember, I stated to you last part, if pure love to me is a pure sacrifice. Listen here, you must understand pure love is sacrifice. That means you're giving up your life to be with this individual. You want to entwine your essence and to be unity with this individual. The problem is people make it difficult because you fell in love with someone else from a different region, a different state, a different skin color. You know, people have a problem. Listen here now. I want you to hear me. People have a problem. They go, where's she from? She from North Carolina. North Carolina? Why you ain't marry somebody here in New York? Listen to me now. Listen to me. This is how ignorant buffoons this thing is. Bigot. You listen to the words I said in the last post. Bigotry is beyond its limit. It's stepping off the goddamn cliff and just gonna unload. People from North Carolina go, what you marry that Yankee boy from New York City? Listen, we put so many barrels on top of each other. I said this in my other post. You can't be happy because you are grounded under these flags. How are you supposed to be happy? And all you people talking about, we're a melting pot here in America. Here in America, or United States, we're a melting pot. You ain't no melting pot. Who you fooling? Who you fooling? You can't even walk down the street with a friend and you just hold a regular conversation without people giving you the stare down. I don't want to look at that. What are they together? But now here's a trick. You can go to the bar, have some drinks, and all of a sudden you loose, you relax. And all of a sudden you're looking at this person, you know, I always love black people. This is what they tell you. I always love white people. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden it's dark outside. Nobody sees anything, right? Right? This white man, this black female, go disappear in the night. Spend the weekend together. They're all in bed lusting, fluids is flying. And she gets up in the morning and be like, yeah, I feel good. I like this. Yeah, I like it too, baby. But you in an illusion of lust. You in a lusted world now. Pay attention, you're not in love. Because your flesh was fed. But you're an interracial couple and you already begin the journey. Because once you go for seconds and thirds and fourths and fifths, well, guess what? That woman going to sit there and go, or the man, well, listen, I got to see you. I need to know you. I need to see you and I want to get to know you even more. Literally. Then your journey begins. Now, some journey don't start like that. Through my research, it was just simple. I'm going to give you small scenarios. Some of the most beautiful scenarios I heard in my life. There's one couple been together for 50 years. The guy, it was World War II, and he was American. He was in the military, and his wife was German. And he happened to speak fluent German, according to what he's saying. She said that his German was a little bit off, a lot off, but she understood him. And he was driving. He was one of the drivers. You know, he used to drive the captain or the general, you know, you want to call them, those guys at the time. And he stopped off of this road, and he seen her. So he just said, in his mind, let me just chit-chat, hold a regular conversation. He went to chit-chat. Now, she said that she was curious because they heard Jackie Wilson singing. I think it was Jackie Wilson. I'm not saying for sure it was Jackie Wilson singing, but it was a black singer, entertainer rather, that the grandmother loved. When she heard his voice, she just went to heaven. But they never encountered face to face, physically. Plus, the German female was curious anyway. So when they had a chit-chat, he said he'll be back. She didn't have to come back to that spot that she was at, but she did. She said her curiosity. She said he was warm. She felt the warmness about him. See, the frequencies begin to flow. Interracial couple. The frequencies start to flow between them two in that first time they met. Because she said it. She said, he felt comfortable around him. I was just flowing naturally. And he came back the time he said he was. But this time when he came back, he stayed. The second time, he met the grandmother. The grandmother fell in love with him. You know what I'm saying? The family fell in love with this guy. The only problem is that now, when they got married, they moved back to the States. So they never seen the grandmother no more after that. 50 years, they had kids and everything. 50 years. Still going on today. I was watching one of them last night in my research. So 50 years of marriage, interracial couples. There's cases after cases of successful interracial couples. Because all these barriers that we constantly put on ourselves, because all these different logos and bigotry, and we know for a fact Cleopatra was messing with one of the Romans, or if my memory serves me correctly, with two of them, Mark Antony and Julius Caesar. And all right, it might be for different reasons. And then we're going to move on how throughout the history, interracial couples was there. But what is so strongly, and we from America, this is what I need for y'all to understand. We are from American, 200 years, generation bloodline here in America. I'm not talking about when we was Africa, we came off those boats. I'm talking about the first born American that from Africa to America. Not the indigenous people that was already here. They are the original people here. It wasn't called America then. But I'm talking about the people who came from Africa that was born here not on their own free will. Slaves. They had their first children born on this soil. Hold on. This is part 4 Going to part 5. Let's don't forget that. Born on this soil. Chocolate AMUN-RA. Peace.